All right. For the people who don't know you, tell them your name.
My name's Mr. Three, Black Liz Lemon, Young Anne Hathaway, The Human Slap Chop, Keith Sweat, Papi Limon, however you want to cut it. Um, yeah.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on the release of Keith Sweat. Yeah, it went hard. I really banged Polite Society earlier, right before it dropped, right before the summer, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I dropped that a minute ago. Yeah, I dropped that in like May, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I remember it was right before we went on summer vacation. Um, whatchamacallit, can you explain how your transformation from Polite Society to Keith Sweat?
Um, I don't think it was much of a transformation per se. Like I'm like still kind of in the 10,000 hours phase where you're kind of trying to solidify the image that you want to convey. So on both the Polite Society tape and on the Keith Sweat tape, like I'm still trying to figure out like who Mr. Three is per se. So I'm just kind of throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. But I think with this last joint, there were a lot of joints on there that I really liked and that I got a lot of really good feedback for, and so I kind of want to explore more of those options. But in general, I just don't want to make songs. I just don't want to make singles. I don't want to just, I want it to be like a concept to it,
Concept.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't just want to be one of these rappers to just you know just make shit up and puts on a hot beat and then calls it a day. I feel like that's lazy. A lot of my favorite rappers do that, but I don't feel like I'm that kind of guy. I kind of want to get a little weird with it. So just trying to figure out how to get weird.
So I've noticed with your artistic expression, you have a lot of references to anime. Tell me like what's your relationship with that?
I mean, like, I'm not like a weeaboo or like anything like that. I'm not like, you know, I mean, I'm, kind of like a casual,
Casual fan.
yeah, I ain't no like, cause
Yeah,
when you start talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Like dudes who really watch anime, like
that's like
watch
a
anime,
sub.
watch
That's a
anime.
subculture in its own. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they get wild with it, and like I have like a social life, and like I go outside and like shit like that. So like I don't be like on it like that hard, but just whatever the fuck they had on Adult Swim or whatever the fuck was like Akira and like Ghost in the Shell and like all that shit. Like that's I don't it's not like a obsession or even like a hobby really. It's just like I like to throw out a lot of different references just because
Okay.
my mind be 13 different places at the same time. So
I hear you. So for the people who don't know, what is pizza core, pizza wave? Because this is a kind of a thing going on in the internet community. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with rappers like Speak or Metro Zoo talking about pizza, but
um,
what is this whole pizza thing
now my pizza thing, it was completely separate from whatever's going on the internet. Me and my friends have been the pizza posse for like the past like 4 or 5 years.
really?
So we was pre-pizza. Like that's it just ever so happened that like I kind of took that and I put it into my music 'cause that's a part of me. And then it just ever so happened that a whole lot of dudes was using that same aesthetic. But because of that, I don't want it to come off as cliche.
Right.
So going forward, I'll probably, not stop with the pizza because I can't stop, you know what I mean? But probably, just tone it down a little bit, distance myself, kind of go in different directions more so than just, pizza and cats because, like, those are the two things that I grew up loving. So obviously, those are two things I'm gonna rap about. But it seems that everyone else also grew up loving pizza and cats, so it just became this aesthetic, and I don't want to get caught in the
Right.
Tumblr wave.